just got evicted and you trying to go sit on the grass and watch a movie?
Yeah. BET's 20s follows a 20-something Lena Waithe as she navigates various relationships and pursues her dream of becoming a successful writer. We also follow her two best friends, Nia and Marie, and an ensemble of other coworkers and acquaintances. The story is basically a young Lena Waithe being funny and messy, and it's not all that different from present Lena Waithe. Alright, let's get into it. This may include spoilers. I'm gonna try not to give away any huge, giant, mega, ultra, crazy spoilers.
In Los Angeles, and Silver Lake to be exact.
The Lena Waithe narrated intro is really unique and different and kind of fresh. She's telling the audience, hey, expect something campy. She's also telling the audience, just in case you've been kidnapped and forced to watch this show, like, FYI, this shit's gonna get gay. Jojo Gibbs as a young Lena Waithe is likable. Personally, as someone who once dabbled in the dream of being a writer, I find her struggles and all of her habits and the whole thing very relatable and believable. I'm not saying every artist is like this, but for me, Gibbs totally nails the perfect balance between willing to run over your own granny for a shot at an interview and not willing to wake up early enough to make the interview on time. Hattie's relationship with her mother is really beautiful. From a complete selfish perspective, I found myself almost kind of jealous that I don't have a parent like Hattie's mom. Hattie's mom, Esther, is, of course, played by the great Kim Whitley, recognizable from movies like Beauty Shop and Next Friday. She is certainly one of, if not the funniest character on the show.
I want to make sure you ain't doing nothing crazy.
What would I be doing?
Scissoring somebody.
I told you, that's not a thing.
As someone estranged from their parents, it is just jaw-dropping to me that a parent could have a conversation with their lesbian daughter and be talking about scissoring. First of all, any mother that's comfortable with the old scissoring reference, that's a bombastic mother in my book. I love that they made Hattie's mom supportive almost as much as I love this Whitney Houston jacket Hattie's wearing at the end of episode 1. I will say the first half of the pilot is kind of slow moving. The jokes don't hit quite as well. But then when we get into the second half of the first episode and we flow into episode number 2, it almost seems like Jojo gets a little bit more comfortable with playing Hattie, and the lines get a little funnier, and everybody's timing is a little bit better. And I found myself just continuously laughing. I like the campy feel of the show. I mean, in a post-Squid Game world, we could all use some campy, lighthearted lesbian drama in our lives, right? Okay, players, get in line. You eat on green and you stop eating on red. Anyone who keeps eating on red, we shoot you. I'm definitely gonna die. The soundtrack to this series will make your heart smile. There's lots of scenes where Hattie and her friends, Nia and Marie, are singing together and dancing songs like Ain't Nothing Like the Real Thing and other classics. Really, the cinematic tunes and bops we hear are so big and important and so smoothly woven throughout the show. It's almost like the music is its own character in the series. The scene where Hattie is on the set for the first time at this new job she's gotten as a low-level PA-type writer's assistant. She is dancing to I've Got the World on a String, and you really connect to her. I have several times when something good has happened put my favorite song on and skipped down the street, and you feel like you're inside of your own movie. It's kind of awesome. I love that they have the annoying white girl Lauren around to be the occasional foil and comedic relief. There are a lot of cringy things that white people do, and I mean, I do these things too. I don't know how to put it. Like, sometimes just the way we move through space in just this white person-y way. kind of only see that version of white people depicted in Black-centered shows, I do have a teeny small issue. Why is Marie's mom like 3 years younger than Marie? How does that work? Can you adopt people that are older than you? I just didn't know. The show is very gay. It's very gay, but also very straight. It's got a lot of hetero plot lines. Hattie feels like the star. She is the star, and Nia and Marie are also the stars. But I actually enjoy the plot lines with Nia and Marie's romantic lives. Actually, Marie's plotline kinda gets a little gay. To me, the crux of this show relies on Jojo Gibbs and her portrayal of Hattie, which she totally soars in. Watching her attempt to flirt with a security guard who's got a thing for tomboys in order to complete a task for her boss is just hilarious. And it's moments where the show kind of zooms in and goes slow-mo on Hattie's face expressing emotion. Those are the moments where we really are drawn in and connect with her and identify with her. Oh my God, I want to Sister Wives marry this leopard blazer.
All of me loves all of you.
Is this a thing? To just break out in a cappella singing in a restaurant? Do people do this? Excuse me. All I wanna know is... Okay, one more thing. Some of the acting is occasionally suspect. Like, I love Rick Fox. I was so thrilled to see a Rick Fox appearance. But, he has always struggled with his acting. Waithe's inspiration is more than just being the character in her 20s. You can see her and feel her everywhere in the show, like particularly on these tie-dye socks Patty wears. That is all Lena right there. This outfit, my God, I want to be buried in this button-up. Holy shit. There are so many relatable moments in this series, like when they show Nia's vibrator dying at the beginning of one of the episodes. I hate when that happens. And it feels like it only ever happens like moments before the big shebang. Cheers. This is a feel-good show that makes you laugh along the way. And let's talk about the elephant in the room. In my opinion, white lesbians aren't really talking much about this show. I mean, I wasn't. But I think this is prime quality queer content. And here's why I think it's being undervalued or underrated. Name another lesbian-centered show that is a comedy like this. I'm not saying there aren't some funny shows out there with queer lady characters. There are. But I honestly can't think of too many comedies out there that are queer-centered comedies. Not to mention the fact that this is a Black queer comedy and that the lead is a masculine of center lesbian. What I'm saying is this show is more than worth watching. I'm giving it 3 out of 4 stars. It's not perfect, but it is a really great campy comedy drama, a dramedy, if you will. I hope we get at least 3 or 4 seasons of this. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. It was really fun watching this series. I encourage you to watch it. You can find it on BET or you can get it on Amazon Prime, which is where I actually purchased the first season. The second season has just started, so if you all liked this, I can give you my thoughts on season 2 as well. All right, I've been Amanda. Thank you so much for watching. Sending everybody out there love. I will see you next video.